Okay, let's solve the question insert delete get random O of 1. So let's understand what this question says. Okay, so we are basically given this is a design question and we need to implement these three functions. So let's see what these three functions says. The first one is insert of int var. That means we need to insert a value into our current set if it is not present, and then we need to return true. If it was not present, we need to insert it, or else if it was already present, we need to return it as false here. So next one is remove of int val. So if the element exists, we need to remove the val and return true. If it is not present, we need to return false. And next one is get random. So I'll explain what this get random is. Imagine you have some elements current set as 2, 3, 5, 7. So when we execute get random, we need to return any one of these out of this randomly. That means each element should have equal probability of getting returned. That is 2 is 1 out of 4th, 3 is 1 out of 4th. You can't just return either 2, 7 or any one element at every time. Each element should have equal probability of being the answer for this. So how do we solve this? And they have also mentioned that for all functions the average time complexity should be O of 1. So I'll open new one. Yeah, how do we solve this? So let's ignore this one for now and let's try to implement how we can solve this. Okay, so insert is, what we can do is we can keep a, let's say, list arr which is empty, and we insert every time, but we need to handle the duplicates, right? How do we check whether we have already inserted the value or not? Let's say we have another one as set. We take another set and check every time if the element is already there in the list. Value, if it is already there in the set, the value, that means we don't need to insert, we need to return false. So return false here, or else what you can do is we can just go on inserting, as we insert to the array and we insert to the set as well. So first let's take one example and it will be clear. Let me write one example. Say insert of 2, insert of 3, insert of 5, let's say delete of 3, insert of 6, and one get random. So how do we implement this now? So first our list was empty, right? And our set is also empty, let's say, or else we can take a hash map also, anything is fine. First I will take this, say we have a set, this is also empty now. Now first we insert 2, now array will become just 2 and set will also contain 2. Now we insert 3, this will become 2, 3. 3 was already not there, so we inserted 3. Set will also become 2, 3, and insert 5, again it will become array of 2, 3, 5. Set will also become 2, 3, 5. Now next one is delete, right? We need to delete 3. We can only delete if it is present, or else we need to return false. So first we check if 3 is in our set. Yes, it is there. We have 3 in our set. So how do we remove this now? This one we can just, what you can do is we can copy 5 here, then we move till last element and we remove the last element. That is, we had 2, 3, 5. We copy this to here, that this will become 5, and then we move to last element, then we remove this. So now currently it will become 2 and 5. How do you get the random now? After we delete 3, we need to remove it from set. We remove 3. Now how do we get the getRandom function? So we can use the inbuilt rand function to get the index. How do we get the index? See, we can say like rand of, and it will give some random value. So we need to reduce it from in the range 0 to n minus 1. That is the size of the array, right? So we mod it with array dot size of. So we get one index between the range 0 to n minus 1 now, and we return array of index. So what is the time complexity here? This one is O of 1, yeah, this is satisfied, and the first one, inserting 1, is also O of 1. But what about delete here? Delete is taking here O of n time, right? So we need to optimize this. Let's see how we can optimize. Okay, how do we solve this optimally now? We need to do everything in O of 1. So let me take one hash map. Let's say this as MP. This will store our value and location. That is, let me write this as index for each value. So how it can help? Let me solve this and explain. So initially our map is empty, and our array is also empty. Now what we do is insert of 2. I check if 2 is present in HashMap or not. It is not present. That means we need to insert it. So I insert 2, index is 0. So I'll push 2 and its index is 0. Now I go to next operation. We are done with this. We return true. Then I need to insert 3. 3 is also not present. So I insert 3, index is 1, and I update it in map also. 3 with index, 3 is the value, 1 is the index. Next one is 4. I need to insert 4. I'll do the same. Let me write this. Okay. Next one is I insert 4, index is 2, 4 and 2 index. This is done. Now the next one is delete. How do we delete now? We have our array as 2, 3, 4. I check in HashMap whether 3 is present, right? So we can remove it. How do we remove now? See, now what I can do is, I know the index of 3. I get the index of 3 as it is present in map of value. So I get the index, right? Now what I can do is I can swap it with the last element. So if I swap it with last element, what happens? Array will become 2. We have swapped 3 and 4, right? 4 was the last element. So we swapped it. It has become 2, 4 and 3 now. Now we update the value of 4. 4 we have swapped it to 0, 1, first index. So we update fourth index as 1 here, and we remove 3 because we are removing our operation is to delete 3. Now after removing this will become 2 and 4. Now next I need to insert 6. How do I insert 6? Again same, insert 6, right? I need to check whether 6 is already present, not present, and then I'll push 6 here. Now we have removed this. Let me update this from the previous step. So it has become 2, 4, right? Now I insert 6, the index is 2, I update my hash map, then I inserted this. Now I need to get the random. GetRandom will remain same, that is we get the index as mod our length of array. So we get the index. If we access, we return the element present at this index. This will return the random value with equal probability. So this is same code, O of 1. This is also O of 1. Now because of we are swapping this, because here order doesn't matter, it can be in any order. So we just need to do all the operation in average O of 1 time complexity. Insertion is also O of 1 here. I hope you understood the solution. So if you understood the solution, let's go to the coding part here. Okay, now let's go to the coding part. So let me code this off fastly. So first we need to take I'll code in C++. First we will take an array and we need a hash map, right? This will store our value and location. Now we need to insert the value. When we can insert the value? If the element is not present, right? If it is present, we need to return false. If mp.find of value is not equals to mp.end of, that means the value is already there, so we return false here, or else at last we insert and return true. But before that, what we need to do is we need to insert the element, right? So I'll do array dot push back of value, and mp of value is nothing but array dot size of -1. That will be the index. This is it for insertion. So we first insert the value to array and we update the index in map. That is, we insert it to the hash map as well. So now it comes to remove. So we can only remove if it is present. So I'll check if it is not present. If mp.find of value equals to mp.end of, that is, element is not present, that means we can't remove it. I just return false here. Now what I can do is I'll get the index of the value. So I got the index of the value. So now what I need to do is I need to swap with last, right? I'll do swap of array of index comma array dot, let's say array dot size -1. Now what I can do is remove last element. I'll pop the last element. Now what I need to do is I need to update the value of last element, that is at array of idx, right? So what I'll do is mp of array of idx, the value which we swap, that should be updated with idx, and we need to erase the value. That's it for. After this we return true. How do we get the random value? Let me do the same for this also. Index equals to, I'll take one random value and mod it with size of array. This will give the index in the range 0 to n-1. Then we can just return array of index. I hope everything is correct. Let me test my code. It is running. Yep, it is working. Let me submit and check. Yep, it is accepted. I hope you understood the solution and the approach. If you like the solution, please hit the subscribe button and like my solution. Thank you.